KIDO Talk Radio proudly presents the show that answers your questions about home ownership. Welcome to Real Estate Rescue with your host, Greg Ferrera.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Greg Ferrera's Real Estate Rescue. Thanks for tuning in to KIDO Talk Radio, 580 AM and 107.5 FM. I'm your host, Greg Ferrera, a local real estate agent with over 25 years experience. I work over at Good Vibes Real Estate, which is locally owned and operated in Boise, serving the entire Treasure Valley from Mountain Home to Ontario. I would like to introduce my co-host, Mr. Clint Walker of Summit Funding, located right here in Meridian. And Clint has over 20 years experience in the lending industry. Clint, welcome to the show.
Well, Greg, it is a pleasure to be here.
What a great day.
Awesome.
We have some exciting, interesting, intriguing, and engaging topics today to share with our audience. Folks, thanks for joining us today. Real Estate Rescue is one of the Treasure Valley's top resources for up-to-date, real-time real estate sales information, statistics, and current trends. You'll also get great tips on home maintenance, remodeling, and updating, as well as some new and creative financing options with Clint and his team. Folks, Clint and I are here to provide you with accurate, up-to-date information, resources, and assistance in all areas of real estate and finance. We want to put our extensive experience to work for you, the great people of Idaho. And now, for those of you who are getting ready to move, maybe needing some temporary storage during your move, or you've gotten caught in one of those delays, Clint, new construction, any number of things going on today, causing some challenges for folks.
That it is.
If that might be you, our great sponsors and friends over at Pro Reload Group are here to serve you. Whether it's just a local move right here in the Treasure Valley or somewhere across this amazing country, Pro Reload Group is ready and able to serve you. And I encourage you to go to our website, realestaterescueidaho.com. You can reach them there. You can scroll down, fill out the form, let them know you'd like to get a hold of the folks at Pro Reload Group, and they will get someone a hold of you. And there's also a tab there that you can reach them directly. You can also reach Clint and I. We have a new email address. It's greg@realestaterescueidaho.com. That's Greg, G-R-E-G, at realestaterescueidaho.com, or give us a call directly at 208-559-0590. One more time, 208-559-0590. Folks, thanks for taking time to tune in today and join us for some fun. We got a great show. Clint.
Greg.
What are your thoughts here? What should we start out with?
All right, Greg, here you go. You ready? Remember when we said, hey, rates are going up, rates come down, rates go up, rates come down. Everything's kind of going all over the place, right? You said, I want that crystal ball when I know where it's at, right? Still has not arrived, has not come in yet. Can you believe that? I don't understand why they can't just deliver that thing on time. But anyway, this thing hasn't come in. But you know what I saw a rate locked at this week? You ready for this? This week, 2.99.
Wow.
Hey, we're under 3%.
Isn't that amazing?
Guess what? Cash out refinance, I saw that locked in at a 3.25. Cash out, I mean, things are coming back. It's beautiful.
Before we get too deep into this,
don't do it.
I have a couple little reminders. Want to make sure. Folks, we appreciate you taking time today. If you're in the shop, in the office, in the garage, in the living room, in your car, wherever you may be.
Yep.
And if you might be taking a nap, I always say, keep one ear open.
That's right.
We're here to have some fun, educate, and entertain. Clint and I are fans of that movie called Jerry Maguire. And Clint, the one-liner we have for you for 2021 is show me the money.
Everybody's asking.
You've been doing it. Great job. And folks, help me help you. That one-liner.
That's right.
Can't do this without working together. Definitely. Now, Clint, there's 3 ways to reach us on our website, realestaterescueidaho.com. You can email us, greg@realestaterescueidaho.com. And you can reach us right here, 208-559-0590. And I'll get Clint's number directly. Clint, nice and slow, 208-870-4279. If you're looking for some money, 208-870-4279.
That's it.
How'd that go?
That's excellent.
That worked. Now, folks, you will see advertisements. There are signs in the ground at the intersections. You'll see advertisements on TV and on the radio. We pay cash for your home. Quick close, no hassles, no real estate agents, no open houses. And in many cases, folks, not an advantage for you. So please be careful. If you get in those situations, you need to sell, you need some help, give us a holler before you give it up on a fire sale in some cases.
That's right. And sometimes it is, isn't it?
It is sometimes a challenge.
Yeah, we've seen it.
We are here for you. So don't act hastily. Give us a holler. We can help you out. And search engines. We have some options for you. Request from lots of folks last fall. We installed a search engine. When you go to the website, you can search for homes. And like Clint and I do say, occasionally we won't stalk you, but we will send you a note and keep in touch. If you want some information, please reach out to us and let us know. The website, realestaterescueidaho.com. And in 2021, a year of transition for many of us, lots of change, instability, opportunity, and Clint, still some isolation.
Yes, there is.
We want to encourage people to be kind wherever you may be.
Yep.
Let's see, communication, those phones that came up again this week, Clint, that amazing computer that you carry around that makes all those, that you take all those selfies with.
Yeah.
That actually acts as a telephone.
That's a telephone?
Yep. You can use it to call people. Man. So we want to encourage you folks out there, take those amazing computers that you carry around 24/7, pick it up, go through those contacts, find some people you haven't talked to for a while, call them up, say hello.
There you go.
We encourage that. You betcha. And then for any of you who are getting ready, we're going to talk a little bit today about getting moved, selling, buying, getting prepared. Spring's here. Have you looked out those trees lately, Clint?
Oh, yeah.
The leaves, the blooms.
They're coming on, that's
it's
for sure.
Beautiful. Yep.
Absolutely.
So time's now. But folks, give us a holler before you get caught in a situation in which it may be too late and we can't help you. That's happened several times lately.
That it has.
So please do give us a holler. Now, Clint, I think it would be, I don't know. We probably should say it's a great time to sell.
That it is.
Interest rates are low. Inventory's low.
Inventory's low. Rates are low. Great time to sell. You're going to get the most money for it right now if you have other options to do it. I mean, I don't know that, sometimes we don't know until we sit and talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You and I have sat and talked about different scenarios with people, and I always talk about scenarios, right? Depends on their scenario. Well, there's so many different scenarios. There might be something out there, someone they're thinking, I can't do it right now. Where am I going to go? What am I supposed to do right now, right? Well, maybe there's other options. What have you always wanted to do? Where have you always wanted to go? Maybe that option's there because you have enough to cover it now.
To your point, sometimes we're in conversations, and this has come up a few times lately, and that you realize that maybe the clients don't quite understand all the options they do have because they're only focused on one. Yep.
Right.
We should talk about
because
that
we
too.
do that every day. So so it doesn't hurt. You know, that's why we say, hey, pick up the phone, give us a call. That's what these things are for. Let's talk about it. Come in and see us anytime you want to. We'll come meet with you, whatever you need. And the whole idea is to get together and say, hey, what can we do? What is your scenario? How can we help walk you through it? What's the best way to help you achieve your goal?
And the way the markets work, for some of us, we may never see this again in our lifetimes.
It's true.
The amazing opportunity.
That's right.
So I would say, Clint, I made some notes this week. To be successful in this market, you need to have a path and allow for flexibility with what's going on. Have realistic plans, because, you know, we talk about people who are looking at the internet and all the information. A lot of times, Clint, that information is not correct. So I say have a get solid and factual information. Be careful the emotions getting in the way. That can cause some challenges. Understand the market. Boy, it's moving and changing. Situations are changing. We could share different things going on, but boy, there's some opportunity out there. And I would share, Clint, buyers and sellers, all of us today are in uncharted territory in the real estate market in Treasure Valley.
Yep.
Never before have we seen this.
Nope.
Folks are on high alert, I would say, both buyers and sellers. Very sensitive to market changes. And I would also say don't delay on a great opportunity sitting before you. In many cases, Clint, windows of opportunity come and go. And sometimes if we don't capitalize, we're waiting for the better thing to happen. We could lose that very opportunity falling right in our lap. So I've said spring's here. A lot of us have been waiting. We know sellers who said, you know, guys, we'd like to wait until it gets nice. It's nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So it's time to do the yard. For those of you who have radio on and you're actually out pulling weeds.
Yeah, trees and shrubs are coming up.
Mowing the lawn.
Everything's blooming. It's looking good.
Yep. So I do want to say don't wait real long because your competition's doing the same thing.
That's right.
So now is the time if you're thinking about that. Get going. You do need to have a plan. Plan A, I say have a contingency.
Yep.
And then, Clint, I would say be aware of opportunities of unforeseen situations.
Right.
I was talking with a couple folks this week, and as I understand, some of the builders are having challenges. Not only are there delays, Clint, they're having challenges getting products, appliances, building materials, delaying. And I had heard one builder, being a gentleman and a scholar, was actually returning earnest money to folks because he was not going to be able to complete those build jobs on time.
Wow.
And he felt bad. Yep. I'm not giving any names, but
no.
I just thought that was fantastic.
Very interesting.
Yep. So, I go back. I was talking the other day about the $64,000 question. Is it finally time to sell? And should we stay in the market and continue to buy? And I do want to encourage folks, with some patience and a plan, an opportunity can arise for you to actually get a good house.
It really can.
Yep, totally. And I know we're running up against a break here, Clint. We're going to have an amazing guest from Canyon County Habitat for Humanity. They're going to share some opportunities going on. They have a store people can get products in they might not be aware of. We're going to share her right after the break coming up. And so, Clint, you stick around with us?
Well, I think I will.
Awesome. Folks,
all right.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to Greg Ferrera's A Real Estate Rescue on KIDO Talk Radio, 580 AM, 107.5 FM. We hope you're having fun today, enjoying the show. Stay tuned. Don't go away. We'll be right back. We got a great guest with Canyon County Habitat for Humanity. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. This is Greg Ferrera's A Real Estate Rescue. You're listening to KIDO Talk Radio, 580 AM and 107.5 FM. I'm your host, Greg Ferrera with Good Vibes Real Estate, along with my co-host, Mr. Clint Walker, and his Creative Solutions team over at Summit Funding. Clint, welcome back.
Well, thank you, Greg.
We got a guest to share today.
Yes, we do.
We have the Executive Director of Canyon County Habitat for Humanity, Clint.
Excellent.
She is doing some work with her crew across the valley that is on a miraculous level almost every day.
Pretty awesome.
I want to welcome Gina Bursaw to the show. Gina?
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing wonderful.
Great.
And actually, good afternoon. But hey, we'll call.
I guess it is.
Well, it could be morning somewhere.
Yeah, I say morning all the time.
Great.
Yeah, no problem.
Why let the day go
Absolutely.
away?
So, Gina, thanks for taking time. You folks are busy there at Canyon County Habitat for Humanity, creating miracles on a regular basis. We are grateful to have you here with us today. Can you share a little bit about the mission that you folks are on, and then maybe we could talk about your store and some of the things going on here, how you're serving the valley?
Absolutely. So Canyon County Habitat for Humanity's mission is to provide safe, affordable housing for people in our community. And what most people don't know is that Habitat for Humanity is a Christian organization. And so basically what that means is we just try to do good in our community. We try to do unto others as we would want done unto us, and we try to lead by example and be a positive impact to the people that are in our community. And Greg, there's a lot of people out there right now that are hurting. It's been a tough year. People are going through, the loss of jobs. And it's just on top of just life, because sometimes days are hard. So we really try to play an active role in making a difference to people in our community. Affordable housing is our number one goal. We raise revenues through sponsorship, fundraisers, the revenues from our restore, and with those funds, we build houses that can fit into the affordable housing market so people can afford a mortgage.
So Gina, when you brought up the store, and I've had several different opportunities to be out there and meet with you and visit and see what you guys are doing, and it is amazing. Can you share with our audience what's available at your store, what that looks like, pricing,
Sure.
products, and kind of give us a 30,000-foot view, if you could, for just a minute, so the folks understand what's there?
You bet. So most habitats have restores, and they operate off of donations, right? Gently used furniture, different building materials, just things that are left on job sites. We have that aspect of our store, but last year we also branched into carrying brand new product. So in this crazy building industry, carrying brand new product is a great resource for families because I'm able to buy those products at a much discounted price and then pass those savings on to families, sometimes as much as 50% less. So, we have pallets and pallets of LVP flooring that normally would sell at a big, huge box store with orange letters for $367 a square foot, and we sell it for $249 a square foot. So that's a big savings. I just got in 300 brand new toilets, $89. Everything's in the box. We have pallets of drywall mud. Sometimes we have siding. I'm waiting on a load of siding to come in. It's just always different what I can get my hands on, but actively trying to keep product in the store so that it's available for the people in our community.
And Gina, for our listeners, do you have to be a member? Is this a membership situation? Can any of us come down?
Anybody can stop by, shop. We have coffee on. The popcorn's always hot and ready. And it's just you walk through the doors and it's just a very relaxed place to be. It's part of our ministry. So we try to be a place of hope for people. There's people out there that are just lonely, and sometimes they come in and just to hang out and visit with our staff, and they get some great ideas. And by shopping at the Restore, you're helping people in our community.
So, Gina, for somebody at home who's listening going, okay, Greg, how do we get there? Where is she located? What would you tell us? Yeah.
So we are off the Napa Caldwell Boulevard, directly behind the old Happy Day Ford. If you've been around forever, you know where that's at. But We're right across from the West Valley Humane Society. Yep. Our address is 209 Phoenix Lane. Super easy to find. We just expanded. We have another 2,000 square feet. It's a builder's warehouse. It's just stock full of brand new product.
And if anybody might not be familiar with the location, you're right there next to the DMV, right?
Directly across from the DMV and the West Valley Humane Society. We're kind of all in a clump right there.
Fantastic. Okay. So you had talked about people building homes for people. Do you guys do other things, maybe not quite as, I don't want to say dramatic, but quite as
on a grand scale? Sure,
yeah. Smaller situations.
So one of the things, well, I feel like it's really important that we are very active in our community. So we do a lot of community outreach projects. And we have one going right now for an elderly lady. She's a widow in her 80s, and someone reached out to us and told us that she needed a new roof. She needed some work done around her house because she just couldn't get out and trim the trees and paint and, all those things. So we put a committee together, and we went out and we up with a sponsor that would supply all the roofing material. And then Bartlett Roofing graciously donated all the labor to do this roof for this lady. I've got 3 churches that stepped forward, and they're going to come together on May 15th, and they're going to take care of the outside of her house. So it's it does take a village sometimes, and all these people coming together, it's a pretty great thing that, because together we can make a difference in people's lives.
Well,
and that's what we're out there trying to do.
Gina, you are making a difference. I can testify, and I appreciate and respect what you are doing. Now, for folks who want to get in contact with you, let me make sure I get the information correct. Folks, if you're wanting to go out and see the Restore, take a look at what's available, or you may be thinking about maybe I could donate. I have some things I could give, whether it's time, money, donations. You can reach Gina at 208-463-0864. Gina, I want to make sure that's the right number.
That is correct. That is correct.
I'll say it one more time, 208-463-0864. And also, Gina, you guys have a website there at canyonhabitat.org?
We do. So you can reach out to us there. You can, we put everything on our website, what's going on, the families that we're helping at the time. It's a wealth of information on that website.
And then Facebook, Canyon County Habitat for Humanity. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yep. All over social media. We're on Instagram as well, Canyon Habitat.
Fantastic, folks. If you're looking for some odds and ends, some options, prices are great. Go out and see Gina and the crew. They're out there by the DMV out there in Caldwell. And your address, again, is 209. Is that Phoenix Lane?
Yes.
Fantastic.
209 Phoenix Lane.
209. Folks, get out there and see her. Do some good if you can and you have an opportunity. Gina, we want to say thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You betcha. Take care. And guys, we need to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to Greg Ferrera's A Real Estate Rescue on KIDO Talk Radio, 580 AM and 107.5 FM. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. You're listening to Greg Ferrera's A Real Estate Rescue on KIDO Talk Radio, 580 AM and 107.5 FM. I'm your host, Greg Ferrera with Good Vibes Real Estate, along with my co-host, Mr. Clint Walker, and his Creative Solutions team at Summit Funding. Clint, welcome back.
Well, thank you, Greg.
Canyon County Habitat for Humanity is doing
great work.
Yep, they really are. Folks, please do reach out to them. If you need to get to them, it's at canyonhabitat.org. Was that right, Clint?
Yep.
And their phone number, 208-463-0864. Reach out to Gina and the team out there one more time, 208-463-0864. They are doing amazing, amazing work. And I did want to mention our friends and fantastic sponsors at Pro Relo Group. They're here to serve you, whether you have a local move right here in the Treasure Valley or somewhere across the country. They specialize in helping folks get relocated. Clint, with peace of mind, dependability, and confidence. If you'd like a free quote, they have a direct number, 208-314-7997. If you're grabbing a pen, pencil, or crayon, one more time, 208-314-7997. You can also get their information there at realestaterescueidaho.com. Remember, never pay in advance. Clint, no deposits, and the cheapest guy is not always your best option when you're moving.
Generally not.
Yep. All right, Clint, now we're going to get down to business.
Down to business.
The stats, your favorite part of the show. Yeah. Folks, we always commit here to giving you the honest, true, updated information in the Valley, and it has been a rodeo in 2021. Let's take a peek in Ada County. Now, for those of you who are new to the show, the criteria that we use is 3 bedrooms or more, 2 bathrooms or more, 2-car garage or more, and a half-acre or smaller lot. So anything that deviates from that won't be in our list. So 3 bedroom or more, 2 bath, 2-car garage, and a half-acre or smaller lot. In Ada County, there were 258 active listings. Clint, you ought to look at the average price first time this has happened.
Really?
Just a tick over $700,000 in beautiful Ada County, Idaho.
There you go.
We had a low of $340,000, a high of $2.99. So we'll drill down into the communities here, folks. Just some interesting,
some good prices. Look at that.
Yeah, interesting stats. There are some options and opportunities. In beautiful Eagle, we had 8 new construction homes available, averaging $1.1 million, Clint. Starting at $699 in beautiful Eagle new construction, the floor is $699,000. If you want a new construction home in Eagle. Existing or resale homes, there were 18 of those, averaging $1.12, Clint. $340 was the low on that. The floor to start, I think there was 1 home at that price, going up to $2.9. Now, right next door in beautiful Boise, new construction had 17 homes available, just over $1 million average, starting at $450, going to a little bit over $2 million for the top. And existing or resale homes, there were 59 of those. So, Clint, that number's clicking up just a little bit as we move here into spring. Some more homes starting to show up. Resale homes. Yep. Averaging $691,000, starting at $394, so just under $400,000. Resale homes, there's the floor, folks, just under $400 and going up to $2.9.
Yeah, did you hear that, though? Under $400.
Yep, just under, a little bit under.
That.
Yep. But yeah, get those prices down. Yeah. Now, next door in Meridian, new construction had 59 homes, averaging $629,000. It wasn't that long ago, Clint, those were in the 4s.
Yeah.
Wow, that's come up. Floor, the bottom of that was 448, or about 450, going up to 1.26 million. And existing or resale, there were 39 of those. So Meridian has some homes available, a mix of new construction and existing. The existing averaged just a little bit over 650, starting at 350, going to 1.96 million. Now, right next door in Kuna, new construction had 32 homes, averaging just over $500,000 in Kuna. That's the first time we've seen that, Clint. Bottom floor of that was 400, going to 700. And existing or resale, there were 16 homes, averaging just over 460, starting at 350, going into 660. And then in beautiful Star, new construction, averaged over 700. This is the first time we've seen that in Star. Starting at 535, going to 1.099. There were some new construction homes that just came up. They're being built for the future. And folks, we always want to be transparent. Most of the new construction homes are going to be done in the future. Every now and then you might find one that's available, but for the most part, these are future, and many of those could be 2022. Clint, are you seeing that with your buyers? Yeah, it's May. We're off to May. It takes a while to get these homes up.
You can't say that 2021's over already.
It might be if you're buying a new home. Yep. And then there were one existing home at 595 in Star. So let's move right over to Canyon County. Active. There were just under 188 homes available this week, averaging 465. If we drill that down into our communities, beautiful Napa had 55 new construction homes, averaging just over 500,000. Clint, that's the first time we hit that number. The low on that, the floor was 380, going to 690. And then existing or resale, there were 26 homes available in Napa, starting at 309, going to 849, with an average of 430. And then right next door in beautiful Caldwell, Idaho, new construction, there were 65 homes. So they're really getting those up out there. Clint, averaging about 450, starting at 364, going to 528. And then existing or resale, there were 17. So a handful. Bottom of that was 275 was the lowest price we could find, going to 1.175.
Take a look at that. Napa Caldwell.
Yep.
Have a floor
Amazing.
308 and 275. Look at that.
Yep. Averaging 451 on existing.
So there's some deals.
There are, yes.
All right.
You're right. Clint, you're catching on to that, folks.
Man, I like
There's still some opportunities.
You're saying there's opportunity out there.
Yep. So the reason I started giving the floor prices, Clint, is I didn't want folks to be getting too frustrated here or feeling like they're out of the game.
I think we just focus on those. Look at that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, starts.
Hey, we haven't seen that for a while.
Yeah, there's some opportunities.
How does that? I mean, that's got to get you thinking.
Sun's out. It's May, spring.
That's right.
Yep. Sellers are thinking it's time to go.
That. I like that.
There's going to be some opportunities, so don't give up. That's part of what we'll talk about here today. Now, right over in beautiful Middleton, Idaho, where we just recently had the mayor on, and a place you're familiar with, new construction had 13 homes, averaging just under 500,000. And Clint, I made a note, there was a 30% reduction in new construction homes for the price reductions.
Wow.
So it might be some opportunities there if you're looking. Floor was 437, high was about 580. And then existing or resale, there were 9 homes in Middleton, averaging just over 400,000. Clint, 340 was the start, 525 was the top. To your point, there are opportunities. Now, let's talk a little bit about the interest rates. We're kind of staying in the threes. You were talking about a 2.9, and I know I can't ask you to quote air rates because everybody's different.
Hey, there's
each situation.
There are some great interest rates right now. And look at you've got prices coming down. You have the floor moving down. Prices on new construction. You're starting to see some little bit of a move there, right? I think opportunities all around.
Well, you brought something up last week, and you and I have been talking about this, and because we've been in the business for 100 years, there was something called a bridge loan that we used to have in the 90s. It was very effective, and in the early 2000s, before the 2007-08 situation. And it's called a bridge loan, and there's some opportunities. So for those of you out there who are a little frustrated or challenged, because in a lot of cases you want to move, but you need to sell your home, you don't have anywhere to go unless you're with the in-laws or the outlaws, or maybe getting an apartment, you don't want to move twice, there is a solution called a bridge loan.
That's right. For a long time there, we had people were staying in long, hotel rooms, long term, right, and staying there for a month and a half, waiting for their other home to sell or money to come in from that. Well, now we have the opportunity with the equity in your home to use on the new purchase.
And so can you kind of give us, we do have to go to another commercial here in a minute, but we can pick this up after. But for folks out there who are kind of saying, hey guys, doggone it, you know what? We're ready to move. We have great equity, but we don't want to get caught because if we sell our home, we could end up sleeping in our car. Right. And we're all hearing stories. Right. So can you kind of give us an idea, Clint? How do we pull that off?
All right. You have equity, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody has equity right now in their home. Most people do. So if you're moving, you have plans to move, you're not sure if you should, obviously pick up the phone, give us a call. Let's talk about that for a minute and see where are you going to fit? Where do you fit in this? What's your scenario, right? How much equity do you actually have? How much do you need to get into the purchase of the other home, of your equity, right? And that will give you that opportunity. Your equity in your home, your current home that you're in right now, will give you the opportunity to buy the home that you're looking for and not have the stress, right, of saying, I need to go make an offer, but I can't make it contingent. There's so many little things that can happen. And you're seeing it all the time, and people are saying, how do I do it? Well, this is how you do it.
We're going to tell them after the break.
Yes, we are.
All right, stand by. Folks, we need to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to Greg Ferrera's Real Estate Rescue on KIDO Talk Radio, 580 AM and 107.5 FM. Stand by. Right after the break, we're going to talk about the pieces and parts to make this work for you. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. You're listening to Greg Ferrera's Real Estate Rescue on KIDO Talk Radio, 580 AM, 107.5 FM. I'm your host, good Greg Ferrera with Good Vibes Real Estate. Clint, I'm getting those all mixed up. I'm excited.
Well, I think so.
We need to get this right.
There's too many opportunities.
Well, folks, welcome back to the show.
That's right.
This is Greg Ferrera's Real Estate Rescue. I'm Greg Ferrera with Good Vibes Real Estate, and I have Clint Walker with me with those amazing folks at Summit Funding.
Yep.
There we go.
That's
Clint,
us.
I'm so excited. Right before the break, we got into that bridge loan. You could change people's life with that.
Well, of course.
It's pretty cool.
All you have to do is have a little creative mind, right? Yes, you can help. We can help with that. We can help find bridging the loan between your new home and the one that you currently have. But there's also other opportunities. Okay, there's so many different things that have happened. You got to remember, this is one of the biggest purchases you're going to make. It's a very emotional time, right? This is something that creates a lot of tension, a lot of stress between people. People are building homes, they're buying homes, and they have other debts they're trying to pay off. They're trying to take care of it, right? And make sure, how do I do this properly? You have people trying to help their kids, right? They're trying to help their kids get into homes. They're trying to help them with down payments and help them do, there's so many different scenarios. And the best part is that we can help through every single bit of that, help you walk through that. Doesn't matter what it is. We have people refinancing that are paying off high interest credit cards. Refinancing, and they're thinking, but I have a good interest rate right now. Well, of course, even people at 3.25% interest rate are saying, why should I go back to the same interest rate? Well, you're paying off a car that's at 6% interest or 7%, or you're paying off a high interest credit card that's at maybe 19 or 29% interest. I mean, you have some huge interest rates on some of these credit cards, on cars, and your payments on those are for shorter terms, and it puts people out there just too far. So we're able to do that. We're able to help people see a path. What's the best way? Can I get rid of those things? I've got equity in my home. I can put it into that. All of a sudden now I have no payments.
You know, Clint, with all due respect, we're putting mortgages together for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
And I'm watching, folks are stressed right now. There's a lot going on. The future's not real sure. We don't know what's going on. You have a really volatile political process, and with jobs, COVID, and all these things, folks are a little stressed right now, and I'm seeing behaviors that are different than we've seen in a long time.
That's right.
And I see that emotion, and I see people focused. I'll call it the shiny object, if you will, the car, the vacation, the trip, whatever these things are. But I'm also seeing that in many cases, their emotions are overtaking that part that can actually watch out for them in the long term as well as the short term.
Right.
And after being in real estate for all these years, you and I talk, and I joke that there's really only 4 questions in this business. A seller has 2, how much am I going to get and when?
Right.
And a buyer has 2, how much do I have to put down and how much a month?
Right. What's my payment?
And so I think, from that stems all these challenges. And right now, many people may be, we're refinancing. We joked in the 2000s about using your home as an ATM.
Yeah.
And so there's some similarities right now. And I certainly want to encourage folks, we can help you get where you want to go.
Right.
We also want to make sure we create a win-win for you and create circumstances and situations that create a win-win for you, not just put you into that next situation without regards to your future.
That's right. Absolutely. And I think that's probably the most important part of it. You see people that are getting into some of these loans, and maybe the other person is only seeing, helping them see the little shiny object and not actually see what's going to benefit them the most, right? Because this thing is a plan. I mean, you have to create this nice little plan that's going to help them the long run, not just the short run, the long run. How are we going to help them to accomplish their goals throughout, whether it's finding the new home, selling the new home, making the most out of it. All these scenarios that we talk about, refinancing their home, paying off debts, through COVID, we have people saying, you know what, I want to take a vacation that I haven't taken forever. Yep. They're able to do that. Pretty cheap way to do it rather than put it on a high interest credit card, right? So they're pulling cash. They're saying, you know what, I need to build a shop. I need to do some other things. And some people go out and they'll do a home equity line, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's interest only, and all of a sudden you got to pay that off.
And that's a debt against them.
Sure. And then you got to pay that off. And we're seeing people go out and finance toys, and they're not realizing that the toy isn't just a standard interest rate. It's an interest only, and it's high interest, and you're not really paying it off. It's more like a credit card, a high interest credit card, and they're not realizing that that's what that is. And so those kinds of things are happening, and we're actually able to take those and include that into your home and take care of it. Those things are happening all the time.
So if you're at home or you're driving around and any of this is making any sense, Clint and I are reaching out saying, folks, you know what, right now you have a great opportunity to make some adjustments and changes. Yeah. Whether you want to sell and make that move, get a bridge loan, put that in place so you don't have to be stressed about a contingent offer that are not real popular right now, or you want to get into a new home, or you know what, you've said, hey guys, we're out of here. Yeah, we want to go with the grandkids or an ex, or we want to, Florida's looking great. Yeah. It's warm. We want to get out of here. If you're sitting there and you're thinking it might be that time, we want to encourage you. Get a hold of us, realestaterescueidaho.com. You can call Clint with that money, pen, pencil, or crayon. If you have a minute, 208-870-4279. I know some of the other day said, guys, slow down. I'm trying to write Clint's number down. 208-870-4279. You can text them or call them.
You know what, Greg? And I know that we don't have a whole lot of time today.
Unfortunately
not. But you know what? There's other programs out there. There's money out there like crazy. Yep. Builders are trying to find money on new homes, developments. We have products for that as well. Not just construction loans for builders that they can help build for borrowers, but also infrastructure, site build. So what they call horizontal and vertical, helping them do the dirt work and get everything done. We have loans for everything all the way across. So if you're a builder out there and you're, hey, I need extra money, I need to figure this out, we can help you with that as well.
Well, I think, Clint, there's some awesome opportunities out there, and I want to encourage folks, now's the time. Yes. We're here. Spring, weather, it is perfect, and in many cases, our future, what's going on is not real. Can't really see a long way like we might have, 2 years ago.
That crystal ball just doesn't come in, right?
Yeah, it might be time to go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, Clint, we're coming up against it again. Any last words for the folks? I know it goes too fast.
It does. It all goes too fast. Hey, just remember, we're here to help you. We're here to help you find a solution, here to help you find the best possible solution or scenario for yourself and what makes sense for you and what is actually most important to help you reach your goals.
And consultations are always free.
Yes, they are.
Feel free to give us a holler. Folks, if you need anything, if you're considering buying or selling, it's a great time. There's some opportunities. We're going to talk about that over the next several weeks. We're going to do some series about buying and getting your home sold. We have some mayors coming and some super opportunities. Please, folks, if you're thinking about moving, you're getting caught in a delay. Our folks, wonderful sponsors, the folks at Pro Relo Group, you can reach out to them at 208-314-7997. One more time, 208-314-7997. And you can reach all of us at realestaterescueidaho.com. Remember, here at Greg Ferrera's Real Estate Rescue, we believe in old school principles, the power of the personal connection, where a handshake, a phone call, and your word still matter. Folks, have a great week. Clint and I want to say thank you for joining us. Hope you had a great time. Join us next week, same time, 12 to 1, for more great tips and strategies to navigate the real estate market in the Treasure Valley. Until then, be safe out there and enjoy our beautiful state of Idaho.